welcome back to the Windsor High School edition of Chopped. I'm your host, Cam Smith, and to my right, we have our judges, Mrs. Larrick, Mrs. Ash, and Mrs. Johnson. Now let's meet our contestants. Team 1, we have Brady and Brady. Team 2, we have Naya and Gigi. Team 3, we have Reese and Aiden. Contestants, today you will be participating in the entree round. You will be assigned 4 ingredients that you must include in your dish. You're not limited to those ingredients though. You may go to your stations and open up your baskets. You will have 30 minutes to cook once you open up your baskets. Your mystery ingredients include steak, asparagus, potatoes, and shallots. Contestants, time starts now.
I actually like the ingredients. Steak is easy to work with. Potato, there's lots of options. The only one that I think was a worry maybe is the carrots, but to me none of them are really an issue.
I think scallops was the only thing that I was like, I've never worked with this before, like this will be really interesting, how we're gonna figure it out, but everything else, like I've cooked with before, so.
Curious to see what rendition of the potato is gonna happen, because that might make or break.
So many directions.
Mashed feels like a very predictable experience.
Yeah, with steak especially.
Yep.
Could have some roasted vegetables.
Oh, that's right. They're not limited to.
Yeah, because
Not limited
they're
to.
not limited. They can add more.
I'm already concerned about time.
Hopefully they season the steak and the asparagus pretty generously. I like my steak to have a lot of flavor.
Absolutely.
Same.
Okay, we're adding some ingredients over here.
We got some butter. Oh,
Butter. We've already discussed
I already love butter.
Everything's better with butter.
Amen.
First one we've seen come over to get some spices.
Season.
Yeah.
Well,
1 for 3 right now.
yeah.
Do we know what cut of steak it is?
I think they all have different cuts.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's gonna
Sirloin.
be different. So
Okay.
it'll be interesting to see.
Okay.
That's
Looks
what
like
I
a
thought
heavy
too.
season over there.
I think steak is such a hard thing to make because you don't tend to think about the creative side of it.
Right.
It's just more about like steak and potatoes.
Right.
Aiden, what's our thought process over here?
Right now we're gonna fry up some of our potatoes and then we'll cook our steak on the grill, and we're gonna mix the shallots and the asparagus with garlic and stuff to make garlic asparagus.
How are we really gonna transform this to give some creativity to it?
I think our main hope is how good the fried potatoes will be, and cooking the steak at medium rare with good seasonings.
How confident are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say like a 8.
All right, good to hear. Thank you. Gigi, what do we got going
You're
on
doing
over
great,
here?
bro.
So we're making some steak. We're seasoning it with some seasoning, and we're gonna cook it in butter. And then she's gonna put the vegetable in the hot water to boil them, and we're gonna do a puree with mango and potatoes, and that's the plan.
A puree. That sounds interesting. You really think this is gonna blow away the judges?
I think the presentation will blow away them.
Oh, I like to hear that. I like to hear that. How confident are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Solid 8.
Solid 8. All right, good to hear. Thank you, guys. I didn't actually hear what they're doing with their potatoes over here, but it sounds like we're getting some different approaches. We're getting like some fried potato action over here.
Chris?
And then over here we have, I think they're just gonna bring it all together. The shallots, the potatoes, make like a hash, I think. I think that's what they're gonna do.
Okay.
So,
I respect that.
yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen.
Okay. What would be things that you would consider adding to a dish like this?
I like the idea of maybe a breakfast vibe with the hash browns.
Uh-huh.
Maybe making a steak breakfast burrito
Oh yeah.
Oh.
with either veggies inside or
Yeah.
It seems
Something like that.
everyone's going a traditional
Yeah.
Yes.
route with their steak and their ingredient.
I'll take full responsibility.
Okay, so
for this,
basically, I knew that we wanted to do some hashes
No, you
for like
didn't.
the potatoes.
No, you didn't.
But this kid wanted to make
No,
French fries,
no,
which would have been all
no,
right.
No, let's get this right here. We opened the basket. I instantly knew hash. Buddy over here thought it would be real. Brady too, as I should say, thought it would be a good idea to go fries with a steak, which I was like, dude, I'm not a child. Come on, we're out of that stage. Let's make hash. And he started crying, and it's fine. But we'll go to the next question.
Days. It's traditional with asparagus.
whoa.
Contestants, you are halfway done. 15 minutes remaining. 15 minutes. Let's go.
I didn't see mangoes Was it a fresh mango, frozen mango?
It was a fresh mango over
Okay.
there, so
Nice.
must
Oh,
have got
I see it right
from-
there in their blender.
Okay, yep.
Yep.
Well, and speaking of your love-hate relationship for fruit, a mango is one of those things that can be very sweet and amazing, or it can be very bitter and stringy almost if you
Yes.
don't cut it correctly.
Hopefully, all the contestants are tasting the food as they're going to make sure they
Absolutely.
have
Yeah.
everything tasting the way they want to.
Have we
That's one of the
seen-
most important things.
Have we
I
seen
haven't-
that?
I haven't seen any tasting of anything.
No
so
taste testing yet, huh?
No.
No formative assessment,
I
if
have
you will.
not. Maybe there has been. How's it going over here?
Just so amazing.
So amazing.
We're doing.
You don't sound very
great.
confident.
No, we're confident. We're doing great.
Great to hear.
Great things.
How's that puree coming along?
It's there. It's good. It's staying there. Yeah.
Have you tasted it yet?
Yep. We put some. It tastes good. We put some potatoes in it, just to give it a little more of texture, and mango. And now I need to taste it again to see if the sugar and salt are done, and then we can start plating.
Oh, sounds good. Brady, how are we coming along over here?
Coming along great, actually. I'm not gonna lie, the steaks I'm nervous about, but we'll see.
Why are you nervous about your steak?
Just because without cutting it and just letting it rest like that, I'm just kind of going off the feel. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you do have some time, so hopefully it's the way you want it to be. How are we feeling, other Brady?
Feel pretty good, pretty confident. Looking pretty sexy under there. So.
Oh, that is looking good.
Oh yeah.
All right, thank you. And how are we coming along over here?
Going pretty good. We got the potatoes frying, the steak cooking. Our asparagus is done boiling, and we're gonna saute them now with the shallots. It's going good.
I like to hear that. All right, thank you.
I wonder if they had the asparagus.
Yes, classic water.
All groups sounding very confident in what they're creating.
They look confident.
They seem like they're right on time with what they're expecting.
Yeah.
We are under
There's
10
maybe
minutes.
a little
10 minutes to
little
go.
scared about their steaks over there. Brady was saying.
Why?
Yeah, a little worried. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I've seen the meat thermometer out several times, so we know safety is a big thing over there.
Yep. Safety is key.
As you walked around, were there any surprise ingredients?
Just like the mango puree, so they added potatoes into the puree.
Oh.
I don't know how, it's for a little bit of texture.
Oh.
So I'm interested to see
That'll be unique.
what that's gonna be like.
That's a big swing. Could be big risk,
Like a
big
little
reward.
scared about it.
Yes.
I don't know.
Big
Yeah,
risk, big
it
reward.
could be, yeah. 'Cause
Or it could fail miserably
Gigi said
in my
she's been
mouth.
tasting, so yeah, I asked about tasting.
Okay.
She's been tasting their food, and she's like, it's coming along. So
Okay.
they're letting their steaks rest with no tinfoil around it. So I'm wondering if it's gonna be cold when it's served to you guys. So something to think about.
Okay.
So their hash over here is actually looking really good up
It's
close.
got to be good. It has
Smells
two
great.
sticks of
Smells
butter
in the
it.
room. The
does
aroma
smell great.
smells great.
Smells hearty.
Yep.
Oh, and it looks
So
like the
after-
oil
so
over
they
here is
boiled
starting to fry.
their asparagus, right? But now
Okay.
they're gonna saute it with their shallots.
Oh, okay.
So
Saute with the shallots.
little.
Okay.
So hopefully they have some more flavor. None of the ingredients they were assigned were really curveballs. So like I'm hoping they can come out and make something solid.
Yeah.
Yep. And creative.
Yeah.
Seems like that would be a more difficult basket because you have to bring the life to it.
Yeah.
Right. Nothing that's
Exactly
gonna
what
speak
Naya
for
and
them.
Gigi's group's doing.
Yep.
Doing something.
Big swing.
Yeah.
Well, and both the mango and the carrots with these two will add some color to the dish.
Yep.
Some tasting over here of the asparagus. Looks like it was a little hot.
We are worried about Brady. Brady has no taste buds left.
Some disagreements coming over from Team 1.
The whole time, dude. The whole time. No.
Whoa.
Oh. Trouble in paradise?
Trouble in paradise.
Okay.
I can't feel my tongue.
Team 2 already has
They're already plating.
presentation going on.
We got some frying happening over here. I see it in the oil now.
Yeah, we do see the frying, the boiling. So the potatoes were in there before the
Before it
oil
got
started
hot.
frying. So
Okay.
I don't know how that's gonna be.
I have concerns about that because it wasn't hot. Did the potato just absorb all the oil?
Yeah, and they didn't chill theirs before in like some ice before frying it. That's something key to get a good like crispy.
Crisp on it, yeah.
I do love to make some fried potatoes.
Yeah.
We have the signature square plates from Brady coming out.
Okay. That
Signature
is a Brady
of him.
signature.
That is a
Good to
Brady
know.
signature. That is him. How's this presentation coming?
Oh, so great.
You don't sound confident.
Have a hard time with.
Should we
Yeah.
sound confident?
I don't know. Should you?
Yeah.
This is your dish.
No, it's amazing looking. We totally have not made a mess everywhere. It definitely isn't. Our mango puree totally isn't everywhere. So yeah, no, we're doing great.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit interesting over there.
Oh.
It's different. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
We're here for creativity.
And it really looks like they might have neglected their potatoes a little too much. Because it's in the puree, but I don't know. I didn't know if they're going to add onto it. But right now I'm just seeing the steak, the asparagus, and like the shallot puree, or like the shallots. So, yeah.
It would be a mistake not to highlight the basket ingredients.
Yeah, that is.
So this group, after their taste testing, does not go back and wash their hands.
Contestants, you have just under 5 minutes remaining.
So
With COVID, just
Nervous
past
about
us.
Very entertaining.
These guys have been locked in.
Locked in is the best way to describe these guys.
Locked in.
Unfazed, focused.
We'll see if it pays off.
Right.
I was looking
I'm
over
gonna
at
be
the steak.
curious
It
how
looks
they
a
drain
little-
these potatoes
it looks a little
and get the
plain,
oil
so
semi-off
they-
them before they
hopefully
plate
they'll
them
add something to
with the time
bring
only
out
being
the
4
taste
minutes
of the steak.
left.
Agreed. Agreed.
I mean, they've been like this the whole time, so. Some juicy steak coming from over there.
That seems to be the Latowski
It's gonna be raw.
test of excellence, the finger poking of the
Yeah.
steak.
So they do have 4 for the presentation too, so they could cut into that 4th and really see.
See.
There's
This
a
would be great
basket.
for leftovers for other people.
Yeah.
None of the groups really seem to be worried about time.
No.
Like they seem very confident that they're.
Hey, watch
to
the
go.
timer, guys. Watch the timer. You guys gonna add your potatoes in, or just in the puree?
Yeah, just in the puree.
You feel like is that? Are you neglecting the potatoes? Or
No,
like?
I think it's good.
think it's good.
I think the judges are gonna like it because it's different and better than all the other teams.
And
All right, well-
we also thought that like putting the potatoes, if you put the potatoes in a meat, the meat is gonna, this kind of meat is really hard texture. If you put also the potato, it's gonna like be in your mouth. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but like, so that's why we put a lot of puree and the asparagus on top. The asparagus are like just natural asparagus, and hope that works.
All right, yeah, we'll see if it works. Contestants, 1 minute remaining. 1 minute. Get to plating. So yeah, it looks like they're doubling down on just their puree with the.
right.
So
Potato.
nothing with the
Big
potato.
sweets.
So
Okay.
they said hopefully their taste is really gonna blow you guys away.
All right.
So they're relying on that.
I like the confidence.
Do we want to
Yeah, but-
do like 3, 2, 1 on our point
Okay.
system? Like if the presentation is like top,
The
it would be a 3.
Okay, top
then-
is 3.
Top is 3.
Contestants, 20
Or,
seconds.
like, just
20
kind of do each
seconds.
one, 'cause we won't be able to do them all at the same time.
Yes.
But if we just plan on 3 being, we like their presentation, creativity, and taste.
Excellent.
Are we ranking them or are we just okay?
Get them
10,
at a different
9,
I mean, we
8,
could, but we wouldn't be able to do it at the
7,
very end.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Hands off your plate. Hands off your plate.
I'm not cooking.
All right, contestants, come line up.
We gotta bring our.
It's a carrot on the ground, a cabbage.
There is a carrot and a potato on the ground.
Hash on the ground.
Looks like it's over at your station.
I don't know about that bold accusation right there.
Looks like it's in the middle, actually.
All right.
You guys,
All right, contestants. Looks like you all completed your dish. I hope you all are confident. we're gonna start with Team 1, Brady and Brady. You may bring up your dishes.
Thank you.
Please tell the judges what you guys made.
For you judges today, we made a piece of beef with Lowry seasonings and a little bit of garlic and thyme basted in a pan. Same, basically everything seasoned is salt, pepper, and a little bit of Lowry seasoning salt. Kind of just stuck with it, and garlic, of course. Can't forget the garlic. Of course. And then we cooked the asparagus in the leftover steak juice, and then our little hash on the side. You want to explain how you did that?
All right, so we cut up the carrots, cut up the shallot and the potato, and then threw it all in a pan, put some water in there, put some butter in there, put some seasoning in there, let it cook, let it steam a little bit, made it a little crispy, and yeah, made something beautiful.
Good texture with the potatoes and carrots, not overdone.
Good flavor, not too salty, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was worried about that when we saw them go in with the seasonings, but it is not too salty.
And you can taste the shallot.
the asparagus seems a little overdone.
It tastes good.
Does taste
All
good.
that matters right there.
Is it Lowry's that's on that as well?
It's salt, pepper, and Lowry's as well. So
And garlic and butter.
Garlic and butter. I did a little mix and some thyme as well. I cooked it in the exact same pan I did with the steaks to get that kind of flavor of this from the steak, and yeah, that's why it's a little softer.
I appreciate the char. Adds a little flavor to that.
Man, good work. Let's see how they cook their steak.
It's cut right into the middle.
Looks perfect. That one
You
looks
may
good.
need some real force.
Well, that's not in the middle though. Let's see the middle.
No, we're good
She's
because
a-
I just have a little bit of pink, so it's perfect.
That's why I chose.
We
that
knew it.
for
We knew it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
of course.
appreciated that.
I overheard you saying you were.
Yes, I like it a
not
little
as-
bit more
yep,
well. I do think with as seasoned as your vegetables are, the steak is not as seasoned. Or at
I
least
would
mine
agree.
is not.
I would agree. Temperature wise, like I think it's cooked thoroughly through and it's a nice medium rare. I think on the outside though, I can tell it's been sitting a hot second, not kept as warm. If I'm being honest, I'm a little underwhelmed with creativity. Nothing extra spicy or a big swing. Seems very traditional.
True. Very traditional. Little disappointed in the asparagus, but nice job on the temp of the steaks and the doneness of it. And I love the hash.
Hash was a good idea.
Yes, very smart.
Team 2, you may bring up your dishes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, the presentation on this is lovely.
They talked a big game about it and it is not disappointing.
Gigi, you want to tell us about what you guys made?
So we made a steak. We seasoned it before with some olive oil, some parsley, I think it's called. Sorry, and we massaged this to make it a little bit tender, and we cooked it with butter and some of the onion that they gave us. Then we did a puree with mango and potato. We decided to add the potato like that, not because we didn't want to show them, but just because to give them a little bit of, like to give the puree a little bit of texture, because we were worried that the mango was a little bit not enough, so it would like not be enough for doing the little presentation.
Yes.
And we decided to just put the asparagus as natural, just boil them and put it in there just to not give too much flavor. We also put some sugar in the little puree of mango because the mango was a little bit like, how do you call it? When it's not sweet.
Bitter?
Yeah, like a little bit
quite ripe.
bitter. Yeah. So we just decided to put a little bit of sugar just to give it the right sweetness.
I like your use of parsley. I think that helps season the steak really well. I like the creativity a lot. You can't taste the potato at all. So that's a little bit of a concern with that being one of the main ingredients. The asparagus is cooked well. It's not overcooked. Very simple.
I think it's cooked very nicely, especially since it's a thinner cut. Very creative with the puree, and I'm not a fruit person, but I like the contrast of the sweet and the savory.
I think that's the biggest thing standing out to me, aside from the presentation, is the contrast between sweet and savory.
Thank you.
And I'm actually kind of glad the asparagus isn't overly seasoned because I think that would have been too much for the dish.
Yes.
I think we were pretty happy on how it turned out. We were pretty confident about the sauce, like the puree. at the bottom, we were a little bit scared because we were thinking that like the meat, kind of bloody thing, could like leak inside, but it was good. Like it turned out to be really good.
Any final thoughts?
No, love the creativity.
Thank you.
Thank you, Team 2. Team 3, you may bring up your dishes. All right, please tell us what you made.
I made a pretty traditional steak with fried potatoes and the sauteed asparagus and shallots, and I seasoned the shallots, asparagus, and potatoes with paprika, the Montreal seasoning, salt, pepper, and the garlic, and then just the steak is just the Montreal salt and pepper.
Looking at this, I'm most excited to try the asparagus since it's so different than the other two teams.
I was a little worried you weren't going to get your potatoes done since it took a while for the oil to heat up and get going. The texture of the potatoes is good. They're cooked correctly. I think whenever potatoes tend to sit in oil, though, they absorb a lot of that oil, and so it makes the texture of the potato itself change.
A little more crisp on it would have been good, but I love the asparagus
Me
with
too.
the
Asparagus
shallots.
is great.
I think I'm missing a char on the steak or something. Like it would have benefited from a little
The steak or
crispy.
the potato, yeah, a little
Both.
more char, yeah.
Yep. Asparagus were my favorite part.
Yes.
Me too.
Which I could not say the same of the other two per se. So something that makes you stand out.
Thank you, Team 3. You may step out of the room and give our judges time to deliberate.
No.
No, but we can talk about stuff.
So what I'm wondering is, our most creative was most creative out of a non-basket ingredient. So does that make a difference?
I mean, it's really just like up to you, because like they obviously used a different ingredient to make their dish more creative, but like did like these groups have like a different creative approach? So it's like,
Well, and
I
I
don't
guess my struggle with this is that you couldn't taste the potato at all.
No.
yeah.
So
you
there
have to-
was no potato, so
gotta
that's
taste
kind of
something else.
minus an ingredient. Very creative. I liked the parsley on the steak a lot. The asparagus was simple. The paprika was very overpowering in my potatoes. The potatoes needed a crisp of
this
some
one over here.
sort. Yeah. The steak itself was underseasoned, I think, in both of these two.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you guys think?
I appreciated like the big swing with the mango. You're right, it doesn't highlight the potato. But for me, presentation and taste
Yeah,
was a big
high.
swing for group 2. Yeah,
So if I were to cut one, this is the one that
I would agree.
I agree.
okay,
Judges, we made our final decision.
we did.
Yeah.
All right, contestants. Every dish was good in its own way, but one has to go. The dish being chopped today, Reese and Aiden. Judges, please tell us why they're chopped.
Well, we felt overall that things were cooked properly, but the crispiness of both the potatoes and then also no char on the steak left it a little lacking desire for us, but also a lack of creativity compared to the others.
Is that all?
I was just missing the crisp of the potatoes.
All right. Reese and Aiden, you may hang up your aprons and leave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
sorry.
Thank you for joining us today for the entree round of the Windsor High School edition of Chopped. We'll see you next time for the dessert round.